Hello guys, welcome to another early thoughts video. This time it will be for Ghostwire Tokyo. I have played over 10 hours of Ghostwire Tokyo and I feel pretty mixed on it. I never had the chance to play it back when it released, almost 1 year ago I think. But recent talk about Hi-Fi Rush and tangogameworks as a whole made me recall I had yet to try it out. So I said why not, and I dove in and do have some initial thoughts on what I experienced so far. As a whole, Ghostwire Tokyo seems more open world than tangogameworks' previous games, Evil Within 1 and 2, which I deeply love, and whilst it managed to perfectly capture Shibuya and other parts of Tokyo, it falls a bit flat when it brings some elements of open world bloat from other known suspects like Ubisoft. I love to explore the open world so far, and traversal is done by gliding into tango, that are basically some like birds on the sky. You can reach rooftops while using them. What I don't like is that the only reason to explore is to increase how many collectibles you have. It's the same issue as I mentioned with Hogwarts Legacy. But in Ghostwire it's much worse, as the open world activities offered are not remotely as interesting as the ones you see on Hogwarts Legacy, which mostly suffers from repetition, whilst Ghostwire Tokyo suffers not only from repetition, but also as well from a problem with diversity and originality. Every single open world activity, aside from side quests and cleansing ritual sites, are of the collectible nature, and some aren't even marked on a map, which means that if you are a completionist, you are in for a treat, as you will infinitely roam around the open world, scanning the streets and rooftops for what could be collectibles. It's insane. Overall, I feel like Ghostwire Tokyo would be an amazing hit if it had stick with a linear or semi-open world design, much like their past games, and instead of adding collectibles, add more meaningful side quests that flesh out the main story a bit more. That's my sentiment from these 10 hours I played, and I highly doubt it will change. On the positive side, I feel like many people bash on the combat, but it's quite fun. It's not extremely complex, but the animations and tools at your disposal are enough to make it interesting. So far, I encountered wind, fire and water attacks. The animations are very cool and are in large fact what makes the combat fun. Basically, you throw these attacks until an enemy's core is exposed, and when you can grab it, you'll grab it with a powerful slick animation. As you progress further and further, you also get access to a spiritual bow and talismans with a variety of uses, be it stealth or simply stunning enemies. Your fire, wind, water attacks have like two different versions, at least so far, a normal fast attack and a charged one. Both versions have different unique side effects attached to them, and for example the charged fire attack does a big explosion upon contact on an enemy, which will leave like a wide radius, and this radius of the attack can be increased by putting more skill points into fire skills. You also get access to some sort of equipment beads that will increase the stats on your character, for example faster attack rate for wind attacks or more bow ammunition. That's just two small examples. Story wise, I would say so far it's okay. The villain isn't very interesting and the story setup is very small effort. The mystery is there, but it doesn't really grab me so far, you know. It also doesn't help that much of the side quest NPCs you meet on the map are in fact ghosts and not real people. Sometimes it literally feels like the world of Ghostwire Tokyo is just dead. It's a ghost. Those are my initial thoughts for Ghostwire Tokyo. Quite mixed. I like some of the combat and animation aspects as well as world design, but some of the added open world activities and story setup has left me a bit disappointed. So, see you on the next video, which will probably be a full review of Ghostwire Tokyo, and I hope you have a good one, guys. Bye.